Hi tribe, I hope everyone's well. I am having another great one, and it's great to be back with you for number 25 today. As promised, things are getting a little crazier. There's a bigger step coming later in my tool today. Some people might find it crazy, impossible. Either way, it will be a bigger demand on you, but a real source of energy, a real source of time you're going to need to find. We'll get down to that. I just wanted to share a feeling that I have today with you. Today I woke up and it's 11 a.m. and I'm still having this feeling that I'm controlling my destiny. Past couple days, the emails, everything is flowing and I'm controlling it. The actions I take are giving the results I want, and people are reacting to it. It's feeling crazy, and I know that's what I wanted. That's what I've been training for, and I followed a couple programs you don't even know about yet to do this, and it's working. So today's stuff is maybe a little crazy. This phase 2 is a little crazy in a sense. It's going to be demanding, but it's not going to get weird yet. I think phase 3 is going to be that weird stuff where you're like, holy, where are we going? But who cares? Let's stay with the crazy stuff. I feel that today's tool will be it will feel like the P90X of change, if you're aware of what P90X is in the exercise world. Hey, change is possible. We want to get it done as fast as possible so we can live the rest of our life the best way we can. So I'll leave it with that. Thought of the day today. It is better to have a hen, a chicken, tomorrow than an egg today. Interesting. Fortune cookie. Little thought there. I don't know if it's an ancient Chinese proverb or if it was made up by Canadian and North American, but I have that in posted on my vision board you saw yesterday, my board of prosperity. That little piece of paper, and I read it once in a while, and it reminds me that I'll just read it to you again. It's better to have a hen today than it's better to have a hen tomorrow than an egg today, right? So what that means to me, and I've stuck it around and I keep reading it. It brings me back to my pay now or pay later. You can have an egg, you can keep having that egg, but but tomorrow you'll have nothing. So what do you want? You want to hold off on that satisfaction. Guarantee you, hold off on that satisfaction is powerful. So you're going to need to if you want that future to be nice, you need to take the time today. That egg is like time. Keep it. Keep it a bit. Keep some time and keep working. Fix those problems. Pay less, not pay less, but have less now, but to prosper in the future in ways you can't imagine right now. So I say, stop eating those eggs and get yourself a hen house. Don't even think about one chicken. Let's get to many chickens. Let's get that whole baseline settled and functioning so we can have time to do the other stuff we want to do. So imagine the changes in life when you're not going for that egg every day, because that's taken care of, right? So think about that for a while. That was my thought of the day. Reflections on my SFM journey. Today I am thanking the universe that brought me to SFM again and again. It hasn't even anything to do with affiliate marketing. It doesn't have anything to do with that anymore. It has everything to do with this tool, this SFM as a tool, as a system, as a growth system. You will become whoever you want after you go through the process. And I recommend taking 6 months for that process. You want to absorb it. You want to make sure you get all that training in. For sure. You want that axe. I've said this before. You want to sharpen that axe before you take that first swing. The training's in the training. That's what SFM is doing for me. It's the pieces of puzzles. And not just one piece of a puzzle. It has open pieces. Probably pieces of different puzzles. I'm managing different things because I'm creating a different reality with the tools that SFM has taught me. All I needed was belief. And now the sky is the limit, I promise you. Right? It's been leading me down, SFM's been leading me down different paths and opening different stuff and empowering me, my passion and my success. What a boost. Thank you, universe, for SFM. What I learned from yesterday, there's never a limit to growth. I keep thinking that I'm almost there, I'm almost done. There's nothing much less to do. But every time I get to that step, it just seems to there's always something better. There's always a new thing I can do. And I chuckle because every time I see every 6 months about when I see my car, I see him regularly, but Thorn at Nexus, every 6 months I kind of show up with a smirk on my face and I'm like, yeah, I figured it out, I've got this. I found the secret, we're good to go forever. And he chuckles and he looks at me, he's like, yep, and tell me, come back in 6 months and tell me when you actually found that secret. Because what he means by that is you can always grow, and I don't think there's a limit. We're here for about 100 years, and I don't think in 100 years we can get to that limit. And I'm not even right, I'll leave it at that. So what that brought me though, so what I've learned is that I can always keep growing, and I'm loving it, and I can always get better. Now, and I'm serious, when people ask me now how I'm doing, I've been doing this for about a month, and I'm a little more here and there. If people ask me how I'm doing now, the answer is better and better. And I got that from somewhere, I can't even remember where I picked that up, it was last month. But he says, hey, when people ask you, better and better, and I've been doing it, and I have been becoming better and better, so it's not even a lie, right? And it kind of cycles that truth over and over again. So I am doing better and better, and then people are like, you are doing better and better, and let me help you do even better and better. So get better as fast as possible. Gratitude today, time. Time, but also the power to understand it, and understand how it works, and use it to your advantage. Time is very, very powerful once you can use it. And what I mean by what you can use it is, you need to bring consciousness. You need consciousness to the time you use. Consciousness to time choices. What do you do with the time you have? Your choices. Everything you do has to be, well, has to be. You can get there if you like. It's up to you. But consciously chosen. And what I've found is over the last couple months is that it creates a time flow. It creates something where I'm always doing what I want to be doing. I'm at the place where I want to be. And you say, well, in life, there's obviously places you don't want to be. Yes, like those parties I don't want to go to, or things I don't want to do. But I find a tool in there. I find a reason to have that experience that I don't like, and find a lesson in there why I don't like it, and then evaluate if I really want to not like that. And if not, keep doing it. If I don't want to be doing it, find something else to do. So even in those moments where I accept that I have to do these things, I can also grow and create better and better. And I'm finding myself right now going from situation to situation, from events to events, from my program days, just going to them, through them. And it's like I found a secret to how to handle time. And my time anxiety has completely disappeared. So, time, once you understand it, use it correctly, and it changes your dimension. You won't see people the same way, people won't see you the same way, and you seem like you're always flowing and happy. And people want to be that, but it takes some special stuff to get there. But very doable for everyone. That was my gratitude. Plans for today, before I get to my tool of the day. It's a take care of stuff day. Those little issues I have, there's half emails, I'm going back to my landing page video, I'm tweaking, I'm researching, I'm rereading, I'm reflecting. So that's basically what's going to happen today. It is my 10th anniversary today. My wife, Catalin, had to go to work, and that's fine, but she's taking She's taking pleasurable stuff. It's also her birthday on the 31st. So it's like next week is I don't know, pleasure, fun week of happiness, I hope. But tonight we're taking it easy. She has a triathlon tomorrow, a half triathlon. So there's no drinking tonight. So we'll just talk, have dinner, and have a great talk. And the rest of the day I'm planning, I'm thinking next actions, next possibilities, next challenges. I know that what I've tried for the last 25 days has worked miracles with everything I'm going through, with the skiing and the Australian trip and the 90-day journey. Man, it's just been a great time. So it's a good Friday. I think it's Friday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. It's just chugging through these. Okay, now tool of the day. This one is getting crazy, right? But it's not crazy in a crazy way, but it's a crazy thing to ask of someone without knowing the end results. So I went to this place without a choice, and I'm wondering if people can go to this place by choice. And what I mean by this is you're going to need to reduce your workload. Whatever you're doing as work, well, you're going to need to reduce it. And I would say, from my experience, you want to take off 6 months as soon as possible. I mean, if you're already burning out, if you're already there and you're feeling it, do it, get out, and then keep following the system. If you feel like your job, everything's dragging you down, you can't handle it, it's coming, hey, take that time off. If you have a good plan, if you have like insurance, or if you have good long-term disability and a good doctor, get that. And I understand that may be completely impossible, since the money's not enough, or you have to feed children. I kind of understand this. I still think it's doable, but I do understand some situations. But to say what the importance of reducing that workload is, one, you'll have a little less stress, and it'll open up some new stuff. But basically is you need to create new time to get into the phase 2 of the craziness. Because you're going to need help, and you're going to need professionals, and you're going to need to get out there. And time will be needed. This isn't just easy, quick fix. If you're going for the whole shebang, little fix, I'll write up a schedule every day. Yeah, okay, that'll keep you maintained through the process of the change and the process of going to see these professionals and getting your help. But you need time, and to structure it in a schedule that all these professionals that I will, the next 7, 8, 10 videos will be each dedicated to each professional and the service and the why it helps me. So we're going in for probably 30-minute videos for the next 10, but who cares? Because this is becoming awesome. So I lost myself there. So you need the time. You need the time to add the growth possibilities. If you can't do it, you're going to need to find your time. If you can't quit your job right now for 6 months, obviously, you're going to need to find time, and that's maybe evenings. It's a little bit more energy. So use those other tools I gave you for energy to maintain that extra time you're going to need. But the best is get off work and go deep and fast, right? Then, after 6 months, when you return, this is from my experience what I did. I returned for another 3 months at 66%. So I'd recommend 60 to 70% of your past workload you can do. And my goal at that point was to always get back to 100, because that's what people do. That's what people do. But I was having so much progress and growth and change at 66% of my workload, which gave me 3 hours per day. 3 hours, and I promised myself those 3 hours were going to be spent in making me better. And I used all 3, and I probably used 2 more per day. I probably went to 5 every day. Promise you're going to use that time. So some reduction in your workload permanently. I tried to go back, as I was saying, and I got back to not liking my life. And then I reduced it again. And then I tried again. Again, I didn't like my life. And I come back to liking it. So I took the choice this year and the upcoming year. I signed the papers. I am now working at 66% of my workload, probably for the rest of my life, or until I quit that job and create my own future. So also recommend if you go back, don't go back 100% because you will, you know, it'll stop that flow of change that you're already on. So by creating this amount of time, you create enough time for phase 2, getting those professionals in. So you're going to need a lot of time because you're going to need to practice. It's not just going to that professional. Let's say the chiropractor, right? That's an hour of your day. But he might give you some respiratory exercises. He might give you some strengthening exercises. Are you going to do them? And if you are, when? So it's always about when you're going to do what you need to do. So it's a crazy process. Welcome to the P90X of change. That's it for today. Reduce your workload, reduce your stress, give yourself the time to get in deep to this process. And the silver lining, the other side of this, is even if you end up not quitting your job, you're going to end up liking it somehow because you'll find a way to like it because you're playing with time again. And bring back pleasure to your life, but you need to take that break and focus on it major. I told you this is getting intense and crazy. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to keep going. Number 26 tomorrow. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Have a great day, evening, and catch you tomorrow. Bye.